Hello, thanks for being here. My name is Becky and I'm going to be guiding you through this heart-opening, energizing flow. Grab whatever props you need and join me at the top of the mat. As you step up to the top of the mat, take your feet 1 foot distance apart. You can measure that out by just measuring out 1 foot distance for you. Stepping the feet down, toes in front of the heels. Bring your hands together at your heart. Bow your head and begin to tune into your breath. See if you can hear the sound of your breath on the way in and on the way out. Relax your jaw, soften your eyes, relax your shoulders, and feel your feet on the earth. The toes are soft. The knees are not locked out, but perhaps a little bit of a bend or a big bend, depending on what you need. Lift your heart to meet your thumbs, still softening through the shoulders. Take another breath. Follow that breath all the way out. And on your next breath in, open your eyes if they're closed. Inhale, reach your arms way up high. If you're feeling it, you can take the heart up, bending back. And on your exhale, take your arms wide, soften your knees even more. And take the hands down, chin in. Take a breath in, come up and lengthen the spine. This is a halfway lift. So as you breathe out, fold back down. Take your right foot to the back of the mat and let that knee fall to the floor. Anchor down through the inner and outer ball of your left foot in the center of that heel. Right toes are pointing back. And on your inhale, reach your arms up. Press into that left foot, just lifting up and out of the hips for a moment. Soften the shoulders, and then sink back into the hips. Take a breath in, press out of the hips, and as you exhale, sink back in. Lengthen the breath. Inhale one more time. And as you exhale, soften into the hips. Feel the front of your right thigh opening up. Take the hands down. Heel toe your left foot to the center of your mat and shift the hips back, straighten out through your left leg. Take a breath in, lengthen over that leg. And as you exhale, fold. Breathe in, press up, lengthen. And breathe out, fold. One more time. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale this time and fold, point through your left toes. And then bend back into that knee. Settle back into your lunge. Don't forget to walk that foot back over a little bit to the left. And inhale just one time here. Reach up, soften into the hips, shoulders soft. And as you exhale, bring the hands down. Tuck the back toes, bend that back knee, and we're coming back up to a fold. Empty all the air. And as you breathe in, find a halfway lift right here. Hands are gently pressing into the shins. Pelvis is a little bit tilted forward, spine is long, including the back of the neck. Take another breath. As you breathe out, soften the knees and fold. And as you inhale, come all the way up to stand. Stretch your arms up, maybe take a little back bend, and ride the out breath all the way back down. Inhale, come up halfway. And as you breathe out, fold. This time we're stepping the left foot to the back of the mat. Take that knee down to the ground, point the toes back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Palms facing one another. Biceps in line with the ears. Shoulders stay soft. Soften into the hips. Feel sensation at the front of your left thigh. Anchor down through the center of the right heel, inner and outer ball of the foot. And you can even press the toenails down into your mat with that left foot. Inhale, press out of the hips, shoulders still soft. And as you exhale, sink down. Start to lengthen the breath. Inhale, press out of the hips. And exhale, sink the hips. Last time, breathe in. And breathe out. Bring the hands down. Heel toe your right foot over to the center of your mat and shift the hips back. Come on to your right heel. Inhale, press into the floor, or if you have blocks or a couple of books about the same height, this would be a good place to give yourself a little extra space if you needed to. Breathe in, lengthen, and breathe out, fold. Keep the spine as long as possible. Inhale, lift up. And a slow breath out as you fold. Last time. Breathe in, reach your heart toward the toes. And this time as you exhale, point through your right toes, fold over the right leg. And as you inhale, come back up, come back down into your lunge, walk that right foot back over. Point through the back toes, and inhale, reach the arms, sink into the hips. And as you exhale, hands down, tuck the back toes, lift up that knee, keep a little bend in the knee. You can kind of rock a little bit first as you come all the way up into your fold. Empty the air. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. As you breathe out, fold back down. And inhale, come all the way up to stand. Reach your arms up and back. On your exhale, hands together at your heart. Take another breath in. Follow it out, relax the jaw. Inhale, arms reach. As you exhale, fold down. Take a breath in, reach your heart forward, offer your heart. And as you exhale, fold. Step your right foot back, take that knee down to the ground, press down through the top of that right foot. Inhale, reach the arms, lift up, not necessarily out of the hips, but lift and lengthen through the sides of the body, shoulders soft, and think about lifting your heart toward the sky. Maybe even look up if that feels okay on your neck. On a breath out, hands will come down. Lift up that back knee. And this time we're stepping the left foot back to meet the right. Find a push-up. You can always come here with the knees down. Totally up to you. Fingers are spread wide. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, reach your heart forward. Lower the knees here. And lower all the way down. Point through the toes. Let the nose or forehead touch down. And on a breath in, bring your gaze toward the top of your mat, maybe a little bit forward. Hug the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. And as you exhale, press back, child's pose. Take the knees nice and wide. Sit back to the heels. Reach your arms forward and let your forehead rest on the ground. Take one more breath here. Feel the breath in the back of your body. Let your heart soften. Shoulders, armpits, jaw. Empty the air. And on your next breath in, come up hands and knees. Place your hands down, fingers spread wide, knees underneath the hips, toes are pointed back or toes can be tucked. Lift your navel toward the spine. And as you breathe in, starting with the pelvis, tip everything forward, let your belly drop. Lift up through the heart, spread the collarbones. On the breath out, tip the pelvis back. Round your spine, press into your hands, take your chin in. Breathe in, flowing with the breath. Exhale, round, open up the back of the body. One more. On a breath in, come back to a neutral place. Tuck your toes, lift your knees off the ground, reach through the hips, and send the hips up and back for our first down dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Walk it out. Perhaps nod the head. Relax the jaw. And then just reach back through the heels. Press through the palms of the hands. And on your next breath in, keep the left heel reaching down. Inhale, lift the right leg up in line with the floor. Foot is flexed. And as you exhale, bend the knee. Bring it in toward the chest. And as you do, shoulders over the wrists. And then bring your right foot all the way through. Sometimes that foot will get stuck back here and you'll wind up like this. You want to keep ankle and knee lined up. So what you can do is take your right hand behind that heel and bring it the rest of the way up. Let the left knee come down to the ground. Take a couple of breaths here. Think about leading with your heart, letting your heart shine forward, slightly up. Soften into the hips. Tune into your breath. And take one more. Follow the breath all the way out. Soften the hips. Tuck the back toes, lift up the knee. You can get a little springy here. And then step all the way up into your fold. Feet stay hip distance apart or 1 foot distance. On your next breath in, come up halfway. As you breathe out, fold back down. Inhale, come all the way up, strong legs. Arms reach, take a back bend. And as you exhale, hands meet at the heart. Take a breath. Follow it out. On an inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Lift the heart, bend back. On your exhale, let your heart lead the way, all the way down. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Let the chin come in toward the chest. And as you breathe in, come up halfway. As you exhale, fold back down. Step your left foot back. Take that knee down to the ground. Press through the top of that foot, so toenails will be pressing down. On your inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Shoulders soft. And as you exhale, hands down. Tuck the back toes. Lift up that knee. Step back, top of a push-up. On a breath out, reach your heart forward. Lower the knees. Lower all the way down using the strength of your arms. Point through the toes, forehead is down. And as you breathe in, lift your head, lift your heart. Try to keep from looking way up. Just look slightly out in front of your mat. Inhale, lift up maybe a little bit higher. And as you exhale, slowly lower. Press back, child's pose. Knees wide. Sit back onto the heels. And let your heart soften toward the ground. Relax the jaw, take one more breath. Follow that breath all the way out. On your next breath in, come up hands and knees. From there, walk the hands to the top of the mat. Step back, find your push-up. Downward facing dog. From here, lift the hips up and back. Take a couple of steps in place, and let's fine tune a little bit. The fingers are spread wide. Lots of energy moving up through the arms. The arm bones plug into the shoulder joints, and the tops of the shoulders roll away from each other. You can get the same effect by trying to energetically push the hands toward each other. Take one more breath. Follow that breath out. Keep your right heel reaching down. Inhale, lift your left leg up. In line with the floor, stretch out through the heel. And as you exhale, bring that foot or carry that foot all the way in between the hands. Take the right knee down to the ground. Come on to the fingertips, or if you have your books or your blocks, you can come right here, totally up to you. The hips are sinking down. You should feel the right side, the front of the thigh, the quadricep muscles into the hip flexor. Feel that opening up. Heart is shining forward and slightly up. Last breath. Follow that breath out. Hands down, tuck the back toes, lift that knee. Step all the way up into your fold, and this time, take the feet as wide as your mat. Bend the knees quite a bit. Your hands might be, or your elbows might be resting on your thighs. The hands might be resting on blocks. The hands might be relaxing down toward the ground if that's comfortable. Give the head a little nod, yes. Nod and no. Soften the toes, just breathe. You can stay right here, or take the arms back behind you, interlace the fingers. The hands can be low to the back, or they can be away from the back. See what you have space for today. Back of the neck stays long. Last breath. Follow the breath out, bring the hands down, let them slide down the backs of the legs. Heel toe the feet back in toward one another. And this time, hook the thumbs into the creases of the hips. Little tiny bend in the knees. Long spine, strong legs. Come all the way up. Roll the shoulders down and back. Let's take a balanced pose, and then we'll bring it down onto the mat. So this is one of my favorite heart-opening balance poses. I learned it as Cosmic Dancer, but it's also known as Standing Bow. Starting at the back of the mat, feet can be a little distance apart, it doesn't really matter how much. Stretch the arms out. We're going to start by stepping the left foot forward. Come onto those right toes. Find something out in front of you that you can rest your eyes on for focus. It's also very helpful with balance. Try not to lock out that left knee, long spine, and once you find your balance, bring the right foot up behind you. Slide that right hand down to grab a hold of that foot. I grab from the instep side, but see what feels best for you, however you can grab it. And this might be right where you stay. If you want to take it a little further, you can start to tip forward, kicking the right foot into the hand as you reach your toes toward the sky. Take another breath. As you breathe out, make your way down. And as you exhale, hands at the heart. Take a few mindful breaths. Breathe it out. And another. In through the nose. And back out. Release the hands down. From here, inhale, stretch the arms up. Step your right foot forward this time. Come to the ball or the toes of your left foot. Soften the shoulders. Find your focal point. Where are you going to rest your eyes? Something that's not moving. Once you find your stability on this side, bend your left knee, reach down, grab that foot. You want to bring the knees in toward one another, or that left knee in toward the right. Stretch up long through the right arm. Start to kick the foot into the hand if you're going here. Reach the toes toward the sky. Eyes are soft. Keep on breathing. On a breath out, gracefully come down. Hands at the heart. Step up to the top of the mat. Let the outer edges of the lips turn slightly up into a gentle smile. And as you breathe in, release the arms and then sweep them up. Little back bend. On your exhale, dive down. Take a breath in, come up and lengthen. Find your halfway lift, offer your heart. And as you breathe out, fold back down. Step your right foot back. Take that knee down to the ground, point the toes. Anchor down through that front foot. Inhale, reach the arms. And so our left arm is going to come down alongside. You can set it on a block with the hands, or that left hand, totally up to you. And tip to the left. Sink the hips. Reach with the right fingertips. On a breath in, come back up. And as you exhale, cactus arms, elbows bend, in line with the shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, bring the hands down. Lift the back knee, step back into your push-up. Downward facing dog, lift the hips up and back, take a breath. Fingers are spread wide apart. Heels are reaching toward the ground. They do not have to come to the ground. Come on to the balls of the feet and tiptoe all the way up to the top of your mat. When you get there, halfway lift, hands to the shins. Reach your heart away from the belly button. As you breathe out, fold back down. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Reach up, bend back. We're going to ride the out-breath all the way down. Take a breath in, come up halfway. Follow the breath out, hold. Step your left foot back. Take that knee down to the ground. Anchor down through the inner and outer ball of your right foot, center of that heel. Inhale, reach the arms. As you exhale, cactus arms. Bend the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together, palms forward. Inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, right hand comes down alongside you, maybe to a block. Left arm reaches, tip to the right. Feel the opening along the left side body. Inhale, reach your arms. As you exhale, hands down. Step back, two-way push-up. Breathe in. As you exhale, lower all the way down. Breathe in, lift your heart, point your toes. Exhale, child's pose. Let the forehead come down. Relax the shoulders. Relax the jaw. Take another breath. Follow it out. On a breath in, come up hands and knees. I'm going to stay sideways for this next posture so you can hopefully see me okay. We're going to tuck the toes. So let's tuck the toes here. You want your knees 2 fist distance apart. So just walk the knees in until you get there. From there, try to keep your knees and hips aligned. And inhale, reach the arms. As you exhale, bring your hands down behind you. I like to bring my fingertips to point in toward my spine, thumbs around my waist. Some people feel more secure with their fingertips pointing down, like your hands are in back pockets. Inhale, lift the heart. As you exhale, just start to tip back through the upper back, mid back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. You can drop the head back if that feels okay. If not, just keep your gaze forward. Take another breath. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift through the heart. And on an inhale, come back up. If comfortable, just sit onto the shins. Shoulders dropping down and back. If this is not comfortable, then just find a comfortable seated position. On a breath out, take your chin to your chest. And gently start to roll your head side to side, nice and easy. Try to keep the spine tall. And when you're ready, come back to center, shoulders dropping down. Let your hands rest on your legs somewhere. Notice how everything feels in this moment. The jaw is soft, the eyes are relaxed. The neck and throat are relaxed. The lips are soft, the eyes are soft, and the earth is holding you. It's supporting you completely. Follow a few more breaths. And notice any subtle sensations or any not so subtle sensations in the body. Maybe the mind is a little bit more still. One more full breath in. Follow it out. From there, if your eyes are closed, blink them a few times to open them back up. And bring your hands together at your heart. Let your chin drop into your chest. And with gratitude, bow to yourself. Gratitude for taking this time for you and for doing something that feels good in your body to help to open the heart, to give you a little bit of a boost, some energy as you stimulated the spine. Take one more full breath in. Offer yourself a gentle smile. Thank you so much for letting me take you through this practice today. I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste.